All right, that's enough of that. Hopefully the sound is working right. I don't have any echo or anything like that. But what's going on? It's your boy Onyx once again with Going Full Nerd, the talk show here every Sunday at 6 p.m. I actually started on time today. This is an awesome moment. Now, as always, I try to do out the 30 minutes of fun that I do every Sunday with my live stream. And it is what it is. Topic of this week. Boom. Superhero movies beyond 2017. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're not going to get into depth, but we're going to give a little what's up for the next year, because we halfway through. We just finished June. We halfway through 2017. We still got some bangers coming out at the end of this year, but we're going to let this go. So, what happened in this weekend's box office? Boom, it just went topsy-turvy, crazy. The top five, totally different, except for one movie that I think is like, for it to be in the top five for 5 consecutive weeks. 5 consecutive weeks it was in the top 5 movies. That's either saying the movies are straight garbage or this movie was just a banger. So let's go with the top 5 movies for this week. Number 1, The Minions made a return into the theaters with my man Gru and his twin brother Drew in Despicable Me 3. Boom, that's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. I dig that. I really dig that. Then, coming in number 2, another new movie called Baby Driver. It has that transporter style feel. I might have to check that out. I think I want to check that out and do a review. I think I might go see that tomorrow while everybody at work and I'm at my house chilling. So I'm going to just throw that out there. I kind of hear it's banging. Followed by Transformers The Last Night. If you want to hear anything about Transformers, you guys told me not to go see it. I didn't go see it. And whoop whoop. You can check last week's video, which is on YouTube. That's right, YouTube Going Full Nerd. Wonder Woman, straight 5 weeks, banging out there. 5 weeks. 5 weeks Wonder Woman been in the top 5. You can't beat that. Come on, son. If you ain't gonna see Wonder Woman yet, you wrong. You just wrong. All right, now let me throw this out here. And finishing out the top 5 was Cars 3. I'm kind of hurting on that. I thought Cars 3 would bang out a little higher, but that just shows you the Minions got it going on, man, you know. As my number 1 fan on You Now, Infrared, would say, boom, it's about the bananas. They went bananas. But let me throw this out here. This week was not good for your favorite nerd. And I really didn't have time to really come up with a topic for the show. So what I'm going to say is, you know, I like to thank one of the faithful supporters of the channel, Miss Jones, okay? She sent me a note via Twitter and said, yo, what's the deal with all these movies? I talk to people at work. I don't know all this stuff. You know, I'm excited, but I'm not excited. Can you give me a little bit on what's coming out in 2018 and beyond? So I'm going to take 2 years, 2018 and 2019, and I got my little list that I went, did my research, and I took a look, and I said, well, let me see what movies are coming out, and let's kind of debate whether or not these are actually going to be worth a damn. That's all I'm saying, you know, because, you know, studios playing movies, but then when they playing the movies, it might not work out too well. So, for 2018, we already talked about it. No, I said 2018. So we're not going to talk about the 2017. We're not going to talk about what's coming up this week and till the end of this year. We're going to go past New Year's. We're going to be like, yo, Happy New Year. And then we're going to talk about what they, beyond what we know is going to show up. Because I'm gonna be in the theater with Spider-Man next week. I am. Oh, I am. That's getting one of my reviews because if they jack up this, oh, watch all hell break loose. But anyway, let's talk about 2018. Now, a lot of people are saying that the superhero movie bubble may bust. It may bust soon because everybody's feeling superhero and sci-fi overload. But I'm sorry, those seem to be the most popular movies now because they're the most original movies. Now we're getting a bunch of sequels, we're getting a bunch of copycats, but let's see how this rolls. Let's see how this goes down. So, February 16th, we saw the trailer. Everybody's getting all, putting up the fist because Black Panther's coming out February 16th. That's the next big thing past this year for Marvel. I mean, I'm gonna throw it out there. That Black Panther is that's good part of the evolution. And then followed right behind it in May, you're gonna get what we've been building up for since that original. Let me talk to you about the Avengers initiative. Ever since that, we've been building up Infinity War Part 1. Okay. Everybody's been banging on that. There's been like news all over the place talking about, this is this is that, this is going to happen. So many characters are going to die. We got 32 superheroes on the screen. Good. Let's see what happens. Because whenever that stuff comes out months ahead like that, we know for a fact that it's going to be totally different. It's going to flip the script, and we all going to be there with jaws on the ground like the old school cartoon. With the jaw down. So that's what we're going to deal with that. Now, this is where your boy is starting to get a little upset. Because coming in April of next year, you got the New Mutants. Fox just won't let go of the X-Men property. They got that joke in the chokehold, and they like, no, son, no, it's not going to happen. So I've been checking out the casting. They got, so far they got Cannonball. I think they got Sunspot, which they introduced Sunspot in the X-Men franchise. So they're getting a different actor to play Sunspot. I'm confused. But Fox, timeline be damned. Fox, they going to do what they going to do while they got the chokehold on that Marvel property. So if you hear me talk, if I say Fox Marvel, which everybody knows how I feel about Fox Marvel, take that with a grain of salt. Now, July, I'm feeling something. Well, excuse me, let me not skip. June. This is the only movie Fox Marvel got right. And they're doing the second installation of Deadpool. So hopefully Deadpool 2 works as good as Deadpool 1. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm putting out there. I hope it's as good as Deadpool 1. If it's not, Fox be damned again, but hopefully Ryan Reynolds is going to stick his foot in it, like you do with the cornbread and collard greens. You put your foot in it, make it good. So we're going to see what happens with that. July 6th, we back to Marvel. We back to Marvel proper, Marvel proper, MCU, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, sequel to the Ant-Man. Evangeline Lilly, we got, the Wasp making her on-screen debut other than that CGI, hidden face joint, and then the character costume at the end of Ant-Man. If that spoils it for you and you ain't see Ant-Man yet, to heck with you. The movie been out forever. You can buy a copy inside 7-Eleven now. So what that tell you? Anyway, now we're going to move on. Fox is really, pushing the science fiction kick. They trying to stay on top. They trying to get that nerd money. They trying to get that nerd dough. Because they got, it's called Alita Battle Angel. Now, I'm not a big Japanese manga fan. Now, there's a difference between manga and anime. Anime is the comic. Is the animation, obviously. Animation, eat the cake anime. But anyway, this is a manga. This is their comic book. So the U.S. studio, Fox, is doing a live-action adaptation of Alita Battle Angel. Now, I have no clue what it is, but I'm not feeling these adaptations of Japanese manga or even anime. Ghost in the Shell, flop. Dragon Ball Z, we won't even talk about that, flop. So, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Leave it at that. Now we got Sony. Sony, we've been back and forth over the past week. Is Spider-Man in the MCU? Is his villains going to be in the MCU? No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Bottom line, Venom movie. Tom Hardy, the man who played Bane, is going to be Venom, from what I have heard on the internet. The internet ain't reliable, so it is what it is. But Tom Hardy is Bane. But Spider-Man is not going to be in that movie. It's not part of MCU. So I want to see how that's going to work. And, so it is what it is. That took us through October of 2018. Now, roll out one more time. We're going to roll out one more time. And yes, Dragon Ball Z was horrible. I see the comment. So let's roll it out. And back in November, and you can see these dates in the description on the YouTube channel. So don't worry about writing all these down, folks. You could peep it when you watch the replay. You got X-Men, Fox Marvel again, X-Men, Dark Phoenix. Oh, gosh. Yo, really, y'all screwed up Dark Phoenix. With the third X-Men movie, X3 or whatever y'all wanted to call it. And then you want to revisit it again after you somewhat got the character straight. But no, like I say, Fox Marvel, timeline be damned, we're screwed. It's all good. Now, December next year, and this is coming off of the Justice League movie actually coming out this year, okay? Aquaman gets his movie. Jason Momoa, all the ladies loving, big muscular dude, hair flowing in the water, in the wind, looking all crazy. From what I'm understanding, he's supposed to make the Justice League movie because the trailer so far, he looks like the most interesting character. So I'm going to let that slide. We're going to let that work. I'm going to deal with it. All right? Hopefully, Aquaman could be as good as Wonder Woman. I'm going to just throw that out there. Hopefully, Justice League this year could be as good as Wonder Woman. But I digress. We never know. We did get Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. And oh yes, Fox Marvel should stop trying. I got to go back to that and, comment. So now, the last but not least for 2018, you're actually going to get an animated Spider-Man feature in the movies. But it's not Peter Parker. The word is Sony's putting out an animated Miles Morales. That's the, Black and Hispanic Spider-Man that everybody had an uproar about years ago, but now he's like one of the most beloved characters. Just putting it out there, son. Yo, once you go black, you can't go back, especially when it's with your Spider-Man. But hey, we gonna let that slide. So now, 2019. This is where the future. Let me do my. This is where the future gets a little sketchy. All right, the future getting a little sketchy because in February you got an untitled Fox Marvel film. Let me say it again. Fox Marvel. The people that should stop trying. The people that if you look back at my Fantastic Four video review on my YouTube channel, if you go look back at my X-Men video review on YouTube channel, you'll see the hate that flows, that spews out of my mouth when it comes to them. And the word is this Fox Marvel. You like the way I do that, right? Fox Marvel. This Fox Marvel film is supposed to be black and silver. And that's what it's been going up. Everybody's been like black and silver. What the heck is black and silver? Well, it's supposed to be Black Cat and Silver Sable. Black Cat and Silver Sable. Yo, they just trying their best not to let Marvel have a hold of any of their characters, man. You know, they digging deep. They're digging deep. Black Cat and Silver Sable are the last two Spider-Man characters that I think would get a movie. You know, they don't even get that much play in the Spider-Man comic book nowadays. But that's okay. We'll let it slide. But that's what they got coming up for you in 2019 if it don't get tanked before then. Now, this is the big deal. This is the big deal. I'm going to say Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, March of 2019. Now, this is going to be a big milestone because this character is supposed to be the cornerstone of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the good Marvel movies, moving forward. I mean, this is supposed to be, she's going to be that linchpin. It ain't going to be Tony Stark no more. It ain't going to be Captain America. It's supposed to be Brie Larson and as Captain Marvel. So we're gonna see what goes down. I'm hoping that turns out good because Captain Marvel, that's one of them characters you can love her or you can hate her. I want to know which direction they're going to go because Captain Marvel has a real convoluted history. Now, I did get a question on the YouTube channel, who's the Black Cat? The Black Cat is basically Marvel Comics' version of Catwoman. And she is a Spider-Man villain / anti-hero that you'll see in the comic books. Just got to throw that out there. And we'll talk a little more as the time gets closer and we'll get it hooked up. So now, let's go to another character. And I was surprised with this as the studio that they say is going to put it out. And that is Shazam. New Line Cinema? I think that was a typo on the websites that I checked out because New Line Cinema I think they're gone. And Shazam is actually a Warner Brothers property. Now, everybody's been talking about, Black Adam being played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's cool, but they still haven't decided who's going to play the title character of Shazam. Billy Batson. You got to have a kid, and then you got to have the grown-ass man that he transforms into. So, I don't know what's going to go down with that. I thought it got mired down, it got canceled, it got started, it got canceled, but it's still on the books. It's coming out April of 2019. Let's see what happens with that one. May 3rd. They call it the Untitled Avengers film. I'm going to continue to call it Infinity War Part 2. This is supposed to be where the Marvel Cinematic Universe picks up the pieces and goes forward into the next phase. Wonder where it's going to go from there, especially since you don't have the Marvel First Family, which is Fantastic Four, unless we're going to be pleasantly surprised by Fox giving it up because there's no planned Fantastic Four movie, and I'm not sure how the rights go or how often they have to get, a movie out there in order for it to, for it not to be turned back over to Marvel Prime, as I call it. So, don't know what's going to go down with that. It's going to be interesting. July 5th of 2019. So we're going to go a year from now. 2 years from now. The first movie after the second Avengers Infinity War movie will be the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. Great. He'll grow up. We'll get a little more visibility on Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the Infinity War movies. Hopefully they flesh out the character, get him interacting real good with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and see what happens from there. But they say Avengers Infinity War is going to be so devastating, we're going to see what happens. Now, this is the one that I'm going to be like, ooh, did not realize that, because it was actually shown crazy on two different websites. Okay, on one website, which I kind of took from here, it said Untitled DC Warner Brothers film. Okay, so we don't know what that's going to be. Some people will say, oh, it's a Wonder Woman sequel. No. Some people say, oh, it's a Green Lantern. No. Cyborg is slated for 2020. We ain't even going to talk about Cyborg. I'm just surprised they even thought about doing a Cyborg movie. Really? We reaching that far now? Warner Brothers? Come on. Really? Could it be another Superman film? Don't know. Suicide Squad got a little money. Are they going to try to do another one of those? Don't know. But when I started looking at other websites, they were calling it Justice League Part 2. And I said, what? I hit it with a what? Let me do it. I had to hit it with the Little John. What? Okay. No. Please do not let them break this Justice League movie down into 2 movies. Because right there, it's like, yo, Holmes, let me copy your homework. That's how it's feeling sometimes. That's how it's feeling. Yo. Marvel's doing a 2-part team movie. Yo, we got to do one too. Come on, man. Come on, son. That's all I got to say. And then last but not least, Fox. Again. November of 2019. Now, that could be a Fantastic Four movie to throw a kink in my plans. Or it could be that Sinister Six movie that they've been talking about and doing. Now, there's a couple of movies I didn't even put on the list, didn't touch. I tried to stay to the superhero properties. Like next year, 2018, they're talking about another, another Dark Universe film, like that horrendous Mummy film. Don't know. Got a question that I hit from the YouTube channel. So Cyborg is called Justice League 2. No. Cyborg actually has a slated film, solo film, due in early 2020. So I'm just not understanding why. Cyborg is not a major... Cyborg can't even get a comic book on his own. So my thing is, really? Really? So, I don't know what to tell everybody on that one. That's just something. It's studios making money hand over fist. So, but that's what I got. That's your 2018 and 2019 movie schedule. I'll be back on next week with my Spider-Man Homecoming review. Straight up. It's just going next Sunday. We ain't talking about nothing but Spider-Man Homecoming. So if you want to be able to talk to me and not, I'm going to do a spoiler-free review. I can't control the comments. So if people start commenting in the video, because I'm going to put the YouTube live stream, I'm going to put the words on the screen. So if people start spoiling it, I'm going to leave it. Hey, it's not my fault. So check it out. Because I'm checking it out. I'm going to go see it Saturday. I'm going to go Saturday night. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to be looking like Michael Jackson with the popcorn on the meme. I'm going to be in there attentive, feeling like a king. Matter of fact, I need to buy my seats now. Popping bottles. That's right. I'm going to be in that joint popping bottles. Now to answer a couple more questions off the YouTube channel. Cyborg is a DC comic property, a Warner Brothers comic book property. If you want to get familiar with the Cyborg character, I will suggest there's DC animated there's some DC animated features you can check out. Please do not look at Teen Titans Go. That is not a true good view of the character unless you're a little itty bitty kid. Cyborg was actually one of my favorite characters in the Teen Titans back in the day, but for some reason they wanted to make him Justice League, and it is what it is. How far are you going to get with a robot black guy? Having cyborg black man. Yes, get him in there. We got everything covered. We got the robots. We got the blacks. Hey, let me stop clowning. Anyway, but as always, that's my 30 minutes of fame. Or right now, as I say, I'm at 25 minutes. And I think I'm tired of flapping my lips. So I'm opening it up to questions. Whether you're on the YouNow live stream or on the YouTube live stream, I'm giving the last 5 minutes of this to your questions. So come on. Give me a little bit. And what can I answer for you? No, I'm not going to say don't look up Cyborg. The character is cool. The character is good. But there hasn't been a property put out where it was really, define the character. If you're going to go to a bookstore and pick up the Judas Contract, not the animated feature, but pick up the comic book go Go to Barnes and Noble, go to Books A Million, non-paid endorsement, or go to your local comic book store. Then you'll be able to hear a little bit about Cyborg, and you'll be able to read and see how that character is. It's kind of odd. Do I think Black Panther is going to be a hit next year? Yes. From the initial views of how people jumped on that trailer and how it was looking and the time and effort that Marvel put into that movie, because that movie has actually been in pre-production. This is like 3 years prior to the movie even coming out being planned. So I'm like, Black Panther's going to look, it looks real good from the trailer. And when you see the trailer that comes out this early, that's not even the final special effects. That's not even all the final editing. So that's going to be kind of hot fire. Everybody got the memes online clowning, talking about they're going to dress up like coming to America. But hey, I think it's going to be cool. And then one of the things that everybody's kind of forgotten is that Kevin Feige, he said a while back that the Black Panther movie is actually going to be a direct tie-in to Avengers Infinity War. It's not going to be just like everything else. It's all connected. Ooh. They said Black Panther is going to be a direct tie-in to Infinity War. So something's going to go down in that Black Panther movie where that darn Infinity War is going to be like, boom, we all up in you. So I just kind of want everybody to kind of take a look, sit back, and watch that, get on that roller coaster ride, because that might be a little hot, just a little hot, But anyway, we're down to the last 2 minutes. No more questions. We got enough of y'all looking, so no more questions. That's it. This is your boy Onyx. I'm out of here. For the You Now crowd, appreciate you coming out. Wait a minute. Live action remake of The Lion King. That's a question of line. You know what? I've heard that rumor too about the live action remake of Lion King. You know what? They're doing it on Broadway. All right? It's a play. Okay? They got to play. So my thing is, anything short of the hit that was the play or the animation, I can't endorse it. I can't say anything about it at that point. I would not sit and watch a live action Lion King in a movie theater. I'd go watch the play if I had tickets and I was available to go see it. I would go see the play, but I don't see me doing a live action movie. It's just not, I want my Rafiki in full baboon color, doing that. So let's go there. You now threw out a quick one talking about Inhumans. Okay? Inhumans is a television show premiering this fall. That actually, from the trailer, looks good. Now, I'm going to go check out the IMAX first 2 episodes, even though it's going to be on TV the very next week. I'm going to go say that, get my popcorn ready, and I just want to see how that rolls. I mean, it looks good. I mean, what can you do with a TV budget is going to be my question when you got such a diverse thing, and how are they going to roll that story and connect it to what they've done with the Inhumans already on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's going to be a little bit interesting. And yes, I got to agree with my YouTube live chat. They need to stop remaking the good movies. Leave them alone. Well, that goes on a topic that I've been beating up for the past couple of years that I've been on YouTube, and that's Hollywood losing its creativity. I ain't even bring up the fact that Avatar 2 is coming. I ain't even bring that up. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even going to bring up all the sequels. I ain't even talk. Did I talk Incredibles 2? No, I ain't even talk Incredibles 2. I ain't even talk about them juicing the sequels. Jumanji is coming back. Really? Let me have to throw that out there. Really? But anyway, appreciate each and every one of you. I'm over my time, and I'm out of here. Remember, do something great for somebody, because they will appreciate you each and every day. And let me hit this music and hit the streets. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you check out the YouTube channel. And Watch this video, give it a thumbs up, and hit me in the comment section on the YouTube. Peace, and I'm out of here. Ah, yeah, there we go. And I'm out of here. Yo, I know this lasted maybe about 30 minutes, but I want you guys to remember, like, subscribe, share. We're trying to reach that 10K. We're trying to get that 10K. We made it up to 1,000 people. Come on, work with me. I need you. I need you subscribed. I need you watching these videos. Help your boy out. Subscribe, and I'm out of here.